So Esteban, after missing yesterday, how are you feeling?
Not good. That is the overall answer. I think, yeah, I still have fever at the moment. That is far from optimal, obviously, but it's not going to stop me from driving a Formula One car. I still, enjoyed very much, being out there in FP2. And yeah, I mean, it's good to get some laps on the board. Obviously, not as much as we wanted with the disrupted session, but yeah, hopefully, that will be enough for us to improve the car. We have very clear ways of thinking that we can improve it. So we'll see where we are. Hopefully, I got a good night's sleep that time. I've been in bed for 2 days, so it feels good to finally stand up and see something else than the bed and the TV.
Looking ahead to the final race of 2023, what do you think is possible?
We'll see. I mean, obviously, we come from a very good result, finishing fourth in Vegas, and we hope that we can continue this good result streak that we had, and hopefully that will be the case this weekend.
Hey Kevin, looked like a tough day out there in both sessions. What were you able to learn about the limitations of the car at this track?
Well, I think FP2 we didn't get a lap on the soft tire. So prior to the red flag, I was P4, so not too bad actually. But yeah, it's hard to really tell where we truly stack up until tomorrow. So we'll see.
How much does that disrupted running kind of affect what you're able to learn about the car?
Well, we didn't learn anything on the soft tire since we didn't run it, but we chose to go out and do a longer run on medium, where other people went out on a short run on soft. So at least we got some more laps on the medium than most people.
What are your expectations for qualifying tomorrow?
I don't have any expectation. We'll just see what happens. As always, yeah, do what we can, but just be open-minded and try the best we can.
Carlos, first of all, that was a big hit. We heard on the radio, it sounded like a big one. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling good, thanks. It was a pretty big crash, but in the end, again, with these safe cars, you can get away, with these pretty big hits, pretty untouched, and that's the case. No, I'm obviously a little bit sore, but nothing to worry about.
We saw a lot of drivers in FP1 getting a bit of a snap up through that corner. Has a bump been, has it risen since we were last here? Is there any change through that corner at all?
Yeah, for some reason there's been a change in the track compared to other years. There's 2 bumps, one at the exit of turn 2 and one at the entry of turn 3. That is, with this new generation of cars, it's upsetting the car a lot. It nearly caught me out in FP1. I changed a few things in the setup and in the line, trying to get rid of it, and then for some reason again in that lap it surprised me exactly. It must have been an angle or exactly a way that I took the bump, and it made me just be a passenger from there on. We've seen before with this generation of cars that any of these small bumps can really make you spin, make you have a pretty heavy crash, so it's not ideal, but it's what it is. We will try and make it better tomorrow.
Was there any major changes to the car between FP1 and FP2? Some ideas rolling around potentially either a lower ride height or maybe a much heavier fuel load? Yeah,
we were definitely changing things from FP1 to FP2, which might have had an effect, but obviously I'm not going to go into details of that. Unfortunately, I just couldn't control the car. It just snapped on me, and it is those moments where you feel like you're a complete passenger and you wish you maybe would have done something different.
Obviously, it's a close battle with Mercedes in the Constructors' Championship, for yourself as well, with fourth in the Drivers' Championship. Any suggestion yet of any potential penalties that could be looming if anything needs replacing on the car?
No, we shouldn't take any penalties, so yeah, all good for the rest of the weekend.
Hey Fernando, a disruptive day of running after sitting out FP1 and the red flags. What were you able to learn from the sessions today?
Nothing, really nothing. I think it was unlucky FP2 with all the red flags, and I feel for the fans because they pay all these, I guess, expensive tickets for the grandstand, and they don't see action. So I'm sorry for them.
How much of an impact does that have on your weekend as a whole, and how much more important does it make FP3 for you tomorrow?
Yeah, it is important. Obviously, here in Abu Dhabi, only the FP2 it really matters because it's the track temperature that we qualify and race, and we didn't have FP2. So as I said, I'm sorry for the fans.
Obviously, in the championship fight, there's 11 points between you and McLaren. How confident are you this weekend that you can take the fight and get ahead of them in the championship?
We will try everything. Obviously, there are a good number of points that we need to recover, but anything can happen, as we saw in the last two events. Anyone can have a DNF or a lucky safety car or something like that. So we will try our best to fight until the last lap, and we see what we can do.
Hey Nico, the incident at Turn 1 that affected your running in FP2, can you talk us through what happened there?
Yeah, just a mistake from my side. Drive error, just wanted a bit too much too soon. Lost the car. Not a big impact, but obviously, ended the session. So very short day in general, with only one lap on the board, because obviously FP1 I didn't drive either. So not a great Friday, but it is what it is, and we'll have to take it from here.
No, it's early doors, but do you know the extent of the damage to the car and if it's going to be okay kind of going forward
Yeah,
this
of course it's
weekend?
going to be okay. It was not a big accident. I mean, the rear wing was damaged and some other minor stuff, but we're going to be here tomorrow.
Obviously, you mentioned the disrupted running and you weren't in FP1. How important does that make FP3, and what can you kind of learn from this weekend?
Yeah, FP3 is obviously in the daytime, so much hotter track temperatures, not really representative, so not great in terms of learning for the car. I think it's going to be useful for me to get some laps on the board and to find comfort and confidence, hopefully.
Great, thanks Nico.